What's going on, guys? I'm Dan, this is Sandal Waters, and this is my fragrance collection tag video. Like to hear what they are? Stay right there. So I was tagged by Maite, and if anybody else had tagged me, I did not see it, I apologize. But Maite tagged me, so I figured I'd do it. So with this My Fragrance Collection tag, I'm gonna put all the questions at the bottom in the description area so you can see and follow along and maybe even do them yourself. First question is newest fragrance in my collection, and that one goes to Oolong Cha by Nishane. I'm not gonna talk too much about these fragrances, but with Oolong Cha, if you like the Silver Mountain Water vibe with a little bit more orange in it, check out Oolong Cha. In my opinion, it's a great summertime fragrance. Check it out, Oolong Cha, newest fragrance in my collection. Next question up is oldest fragrance in my collection. Now, I didn't know how to really take this one, if it was oldest bottle that I have in my collection or oldest as in oldest in production. Oldest in my collection would be Azara Chrome, and oldest as in production in my collection would be Green Irish Tweed. Azara Chrome being the oldest in my collection, it's a great fresh fragrance that I love and enjoy. It's a cheapy fragrance, very synthetic, but it works great for the summertime. Oldest in production in my collection would be Green Irish Tweed, nice springtime green fragrance, 1985 as in production, great year, you know, 1985, yeah. Oldest fragrances in my collection, Azara Chrome and Green Irish Tweed. Great in their own respects, check them out. Boom. Next question up is the most expensive bottle in my collection, and that one goes to Maison Francis Kurkdjian, Baccarat Rouge 540. Definitely never paying full retail for this. Hell no, y'all crazy? But I got it for a good deal, so I couldn't pass it up. But as my most expensive bottle, BR 540. Next question up is most affordable bottle in my collection, and it goes to Kindred Goods Sea Salt and Fig. And I got this one for like about 12 bucks at Old Navy. Good steal. Kindred Goods Sea Salt and Fig. Smells very good. I can see the similarity in Pacific Rock Moss, but nothing crazy. It has fig in it and whatnot. So I think that's what people were comparing it to. I got it for a deal, 12 bucks. I think there was a discount going on at the time. Nothing crazy, nothing out this world, but 12 bucks, good deal. Next question up is favorite easy reach. And that one goes to Paco Rabanne's 1 Million Lucky. There's a lot of hype behind this fragrance for 1 Million Lucky, and this one has plum, honey, I think hazelnut. A great easy reach fragrance, works for almost every single temperature. I don't think it's like a beast in winter, but honestly it does great in all the situations that I've worn it in. But favorite easy reach goes to 1 Million Lucky by Paco Rabanne. Next question up goes to favorite bottle design, and that one goes to Xerjoff La Capitale. The gold accents and the ambery look on it, and just the shape of the bottle. I feel if this were in a bigger bottle, it would look good, but I think just in the shape that it's in and the size, it works perfect. It's just a nice piece of artwork, in my opinion. That's just in my collection. I know other people have more beautiful bottles, but this is what I have. It's sexy to me. Favorite bottle design, Xerjoff La Capitale. Next question up is smallest bottle in my collection. This one is actually second pick of smallest bottle because the actual smallest bottle I can't find. And that one is Pearl Street from Jonathan Lancaster, and he's in the fragrance group Fragrance Kings off of Facebook, and he made that himself. But that is my smallest bottle, but I can't find it anywhere. I guess that's why it's so small, can't find it. So since I can't find that bottle, the next runner up would be from Sensual Obsessions. It's their small 15 ml bottle. I think it's 15. Can't find the number on here anywhere, but this is their small bottle. Not a fragrance in particular, but just their small bottle of any fragrance that you get from them. They're a clone house. They do a great job. Check out Kevin, Sensual Obsession. I'll leave a link in the description area to his site. They make great product as well. So smallest bottle, Sensual Obsessions, small bottles. Next question up is biggest bottle in my collection. And that one's somewhat of a tie of multiple fragrances and another, because they're all the same fluid ounce, and they're 4.2. I don't have anything bigger than that, and they're all of my Parfums de Marly fragrances, and this one right here is Cologne, just to give you a representation, and also Acqua di Gio Profumo, which is the bigger bottle of Acqua di Gio Profumo. Great solid scents, my two biggest bottles. No need to go into detail about these, there's already reviews on it. Next question up is the fragrance with the best memory attached to it, and that one goes to Burberry Touch. And the reason why Burberry Touch has the better scent memory to it is because it's like one of the first fragrances that I bought for a special reason, which was prom. And at the time, I had to save up my coins, wasn't making much, and this fragrance was the one that just touched me in the right way. That sounds kind of wrong, but still, it's a great fragrance. I love it. It's powdery, clean, nice fragrance, got good compliments on that night, and it's been in my collection ever since. Not this one in particular, not the same bottle, because I've had multiple, but best memory attached to the fragrance is Burberry Touch. Check it out. Next question up is fragrance that you feel is worth the hype. And this one had a lot of hype on it when it came out, and even to this day, they changed the bottle size, and they just are making a new bottle size, and just came out with a flanker as well. But in my opinion, this OG is a beast. And that one goes to Byron Parfums Mula Mula. And when Byron came out with all of this fragrance, I think it's 0.9, Mula Mula, and Pirates, there was hype around all of them, but this one is what stood out the most. I feel is their flagship fragrance, the one that everybody talks about more, and for good reason. If you are a gourmand lover and you like caramel, peach, and certain fruits and a little bit of oud in it, which the oud is not so detectable, but for me in the dry down, I can definitely smell it. I feel like this fragrance is definitely worth the hype and backup bottle worthy, which the newer style I plan on getting as well. Mula Mula, still worth the hype. Check it out. Next question up is fragrance that you feel is not worth the hype. This one's a tie because I felt both of these had their own hype, and I equally don't find them at that good. And a lot of people are gonna disagree with me. One of my choices for overhyped fragrances is Chanel Allure Homme Sport or Extreme. And also YSL La Nuit de l'Homme. Sorry guys, I mean, for me, yeah, don't get me wrong, they smell good, but I don't see the hype. I've worn them a few times. This one doesn't last on me at all. Even when I could smell it, I thought, okay, it smells cool, but it's nothing crazy. For me, La Nuit de l'Homme was very powdery. Maybe I just didn't give them a chance. Maybe I wore them in the wrong setting, but to me, at where I stand with these two, they're not worth the hype. They don't do anything for me. Sorry. Next question up is favorite fragrance from your favorite fragrance house. And this one, if you've watched my channel, you know what it is. You have an idea of what it could be, and you're kind of right. And this one's called Pineapple Vintage Intense, the one. Don't get me wrong, Pineapple Vintage Intense is still my top dog, but there's a top dog A and top dog B. That one right now is top dog B because this one is just a little bit more richer, which is Intense, the one. It's the same scent in my opinion, but just a little bit more amplified. So for me, this one works just as good as the other one, just slightly more amplified. They both work. This one I feel I can wear a little bit more in the cooler weather. That would last a little bit longer, and Pineapple Vintage Intense I can wear almost any other time. They're both great. My favorite fragrance, Clone House, and my favorite fragrance goes to Pineapple Vintage Intense and Intense, the one. Last question up is most worn fragrance, and this one goes to the House of Alexandria, and this is like I think the third bottle of the original formulations that they've had, original bottles, and this one goes to Royal Equestrian, which is their take on Leighton from Parfums de Marly. For me, compared to Parfums de Marly Leighton, this one works better for me because one, it lasts longer, it projects better for me on my skin. A lot of people might disagree, but Alexandria does a great job. They do a great job of cloning their fragrances. This one smells great. It works in almost every single situation. It's one of my most worn fragrances because this is the third bottle. I've had like the smaller bottle, another bigger bottle, and this is the third bottle that I've gone through. I like it a lot. Obviously, I can't wear it as much as the rest of them, but I still go back to this one a lot compared to everything else that I have here. So Royal Equestrian from Alexandria Fragrances is my most worn fragrance, and that's a clone of Leighton from Parfums de Marly. So there you go, guys. Those are my fragrances, my fragrance collection tag. Thank you, Maite, for tagging me. Anyone that has not done this fragrance tag collection, please do it. Please feel free. So there you go, guys. That's my fragrance collection tag. Solid sense in my opinion. But at the end of the day, still set the water.